Their Majesties call forth Elena de Vexen and Kate Triona.
Your Majesty.
As per your instructions, as of this morning, Justice, my colleague today,
He has taken a great deal of instruction and counsel and thought of his deeds. And therefore, Your Majesties, we would beg the boon.
Be a right and proper thing within our power to grant shall be.
for his many years of service, from his first advent on this day, for the service he has given to his shire, his region, his kingdom, and the society as a whole.
We would ask that Justice McArtain be elevated to your most noble order of the Pelican.
Good masters and mistresses, I'm assuming you spoke with him individually. And I hope that what you heard or what you shared was positive.
Aye.
Then, having gotten to know this gentleman, is it your opinion that he has demonstrated the greatest qualities required to be a member of your order?
Aye.
All right. Drink for him.
Justice McArtain, present yourself before their Majesties.
Your Majesties, good gentles all, a cry has gone up amongst the populace of the kingdom. We have many needs. We have needs for the arts. We have needs for the martial needs of this particular kingdom. We have needs for the defense of this kingdom. But most of all, we have needs for service to this kingdom. The people have cried out, we need justice.
Right on. Oh. Please. Just stand back. This is a serious burden to ask of you, but before you take this burden upon yourself, there is another one of which you must do. Is there a royal peer who would speak to justice and nobility?
Ah, Your Majesty, I am Sir Baroness. I had the pleasure of meeting Justice when he was kingdom signet. He provided many scrolls and heard many scribes. Indeed. This was a huge undertaking to provide, as you know, all the scrolls in the four nations and getting everything just right for everybody's elevation. And it's just a personal thing for the crown and for everyone. He fights on the field of honor to reach the same goal. I cannot more highly recommend
Thank you, Your Excellency. Is there a member of our order of the chivalry who would speak in courtesy?
Aye, Your Majesty. But I speak on behalf of my brother who cannot be here. So, Justice, please listen to these words from your knight, Denewolf. Unto the Majesties and populace of the Middle Kingdom do I, Denewolf Iverson, Knight of the Society, General of the Dragon Army, Thane and Marshal of House Kriegstrom, send greeting. I would have you hear of the chivalry of my squire, Justice McArtain. It is with pride and love that I have sent these words and the deepest sorrow and regret that I could not deliver them myself this late August day. Though he is my squire, Justice has, in many ways, also been my teacher, reminding me, through his own words and actions, what chivalry and its manifestation are and should be. Though he has not been aware of it, he has often been an example to me of what I, as a knight, strive to be. He is the quiet fortitude and resilience of temperance, the soft and gentle voice of mercy when passions are inflamed and tempers excited. He is a loyalty embodied, unwavering with the courage to remain steadfast in his convictions, even at cost of himself. It's a little long. His honesty to himself and to others has made his counsel to me among the most trusted I have been gifted with. His courtesy and generosity are limitless, extending far beyond his own well-being and always to the benefit of others. Even when there is none to himself, especially when there is none to himself. Of his courage there can be no challenge, for he pledges himself with whole heart to the endeavors set before him, on the field and off, often seeking them out because it is simply the right thing to do. As a warrior, he has set himself on the path of knighthood, and though his prowess is not yet to be fully realized, he is a fierce warrior in his own right, taking to list and field as both armored fighter and rapier combatant with skill and zeal. The last of the chivalric virtues is franchise. Franchise is a virtue that binds together and is made up of all the other virtues. It is a noble bearing that comes of having them, while also strengthening them. Justice is most certainly a man of noble bearing, one that others such as myself look to for not just leadership and counsel, but also for a glimpse of what the dream of the society is meant to be. In his nature and demeanor resides that noble bearing, that culmination of chivalry, that franchise that makes him not just a peer of the society, but my peer and an example to be followed. Justice, you are in many ways the kind of man I continually strive to be. Your Majesty, I commend this man, my squire, Justice McArtain, to you and ask that you place in him the trust of the society as one of its peers. In service, I remain, Sir Denolf Iverson.
Is there a Master of the Order of Defense who would attest to Justice's honor?
Aye, I'm Defender Adam Carmichael. I speak for this man. These words are both from my heart and from my lady love, Mistress Narissa Della Vedetta, who cannot be here today. Mistress Narissa tells us of her first event. New to the society, terribly shy, I sat in my carriage at an altar, trying to work up my courage to go into a new place, not knowing if I really should or if I belong. After a time, I caught myself in stepping outside. Shortly after I crossed over the threshold from the mundane, up the mundane to the dream, Justice took notice of me. I believe to this day that Justice must have seen a look of panic in my eyes as he walked right up to me and introduced himself. He made me feel welcome. Then he introduced me to someone, then someone else, another and another after that. Like a frog placed in a pot of warm water, I soon found myself in a pot boiling of friendship that has consumed me to this very day. That is not where it ended. Throughout the day, and even the months and years to follow, Justice was always there for me, offering rides to events, helping carry very large objects, as well as connecting me to the people who helped me along the path. As all journeys begin, so did this one. But it was Justice who laid those problems in front of me. To be a peer is to be the caretaker of the dream. This is what was said to me by Duke Timur of Artemisia, and I am relieved to have Justice at my side as the caretaker of the dream. He is my peer. My words follow, though they pale in comparison to my lady. I cannot say that Justice was one of the first people that I met when I moved to this kingdom, about 7 years ago. What I can say is that he was one of the first people that I called friend. It is a statement of fact, but when it comes to this kingdom, the groups within, seeking someone to educate me on a craft, or looking for someone to commission a widget of some kind, I found no other person in singular who has the breadth or body of knowledge that he has. And for the last 7 years, I've proudly said that I don't need Google because I have a Justice. Justice serves his kingdom and the sovereign Lord and Lady with every breath he takes. It is said that in times of great need, a pelican would draw on its own lifeblood to sustain its children. I have no doubt that this man would do that. An example, a 50-year, when a falling tree branch punched a hole in someone's tent, he was the first man on the scene.
The very first?
This man has proven his passion for the dream over and over again. Armored combat, archery, the arts, the sciences, and even rapier. In fact, 3 years ago, he committed to a year of training rapier with Defender Cecil. And I know that someday he will finish that year.
ago, my knee was bent, just as yours is now. I can tell you that in a moment, just as your hand touches the sword and your sovereign places their hands over yours, you will feel a sense of humility, a sense of honor, a sense of franchise. That feeling is the combined passion of every man and woman who has laid their hand before you. Savor it. Remember it always, and may that passion burn in you even in your coldest of days. You've given me much counsel over the years. I returned something you once said to me. That medallion, though light it may feel, bears more weight than a mountain. Your Majesties, this man is my friend, he is my brother, and he is my peer.
Is there a master or mistress of the Order of the Laurel who would attest to your skill with the arts and sciences?
I am at I'm at Lord Ross Tutor of Pembroke, Mistress of the Order of the Laurel, and justice has been, for a very long time, an inhabitant of my tribal den of iniquity. He was a friend of my son in high school, so I've known him for forever. But he moved down there, and his service has always been to the arts. Back when I was consolation regional signet, and your illustrious predecessor sometimes lacked like resistance to little things too much. You start covering. It was justice and I up very early on in making sure that all the scrolls were done in time. And he continued that as consulate, or as dragon signet. He has been and always will be there for artists, adding what he knows. He has been a resource for anybody else. Pointed out earlier, the Google of the FDA for looking up artists and people who need artistic work done. Justice is a dynamo. Probably not the world's best artist, but he's the world's best politician.
Right mindful of your service to society, and responsible for which your duties to reward you. You are resolved to create you master Pelican, which creature will nourish with his young when necessary with the blood from his own breast, and therefore has been chosen the most appropriate symbol of service to our society. Therefore, will you, Justice, give us your word to continue to fulfill the requirements set forth for the governance of this order, as you have truly have until now?
I do.
Will you increase your labors nobly, increase your talents as befits one of your rank, and seek to disseminate your talents and abilities throughout the society?
I will.
Do you promise to train any defendant you may have to serve as you have served?
I do.
Is there a medallion?
Yes, Your Majesty. Many years ago, this medallion was given to me by my Pelican, Sister Selena de Bexon. Many, many years ago before, it was given to her by Master Kurro de la Casa. My great honor to give this to you, who my brother.
Take from our hands the symbol of nobility and token of our esteem. Wear it proudly that all may recognize your service as we have acknowledged it this day. Is there a cloak?
Your Majesty, this is a captain, which depicted. It was made by Baroness. Timothy's rose there is Linda.
We're this captain, and now we're no We're your captain. Well, not all of us have to sit Somebody got a hairbrush? There you go. Strawberry
Too late, it's out.
Where does this cap the symbol of your service?
I here to reveal to you and do homage to the crown of the Middle Kingdom. Serve the crown in all things. To remember courtesy and kindness. Prize justice above personal gain. labor for the common good, to enrich the kingdom and the society, so they may flourish and grow, and to be worthy of the title Pelican. Here, by my honor, my hand, and my heart, swear I, Justice McArtain.
This do we hear, and shall never forget, nor fail to reward that which is given. Fealty with love, service with honor, and oath-breaking with vengeance. For the newest Pelican of the Middle Kingdom, Justice McArtain.